Good morning, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the diaspora machismo. My people, this morning lesson is the great health scare, the origin. The great health scare, the origin. My people, today is another beautiful day on planet Earth, and I'm advising you to get out of your house, to get out of your place of work, go outside and try to enjoy the beauty of the day that the Most High have presented with us to us today. It is a wonderful day, and as I always says, if you have health problem, social problem, mental problem, or other problems that is preventing you from experiencing the beauty that is embedded in this day, I would like for you to know that the Most High is a great, awesome, and a merciful God. He is able to deal with any problems that you have. He is able to transform your life and bring you to a place where you can enjoy all of the wonderful and beautiful things that He has placed in this day for your enjoyment. My people, let us approach the throne of the Most High and ask His guidance as we speak His words. O great supreme and sovereign Most High Father, as we come to you again on this very beautiful and spectacular day that you have offered us, Most High, I thank you for this beautiful day. I thank you for good health, and I thank you for the good health of all the people who would look at this video. And if they don't have good health, Most High, I ask that you will give them a miracle and improve their health so that they can know that you are ready and willing and are able to take care of their needs. Father, let your Holy Spirit protect my mind. Let your Holy Spirit put only the things you place upon my heart, upon my lips. Let your Holy Spirit guard my mind from all who will try to use demonic and other forces to interfere with my thoughts, to interfere with my mind, to interfere with my memory. Let your Holy Spirit take charge of all who will try to use demonic and other forces to put words in my mouth that were not in my vocabulary, who will try to cause me to stumble over words I am familiar with. Yahweh, let your holy angels come divinely close to this place and encamp around this place. Set up a special encampment to keep me safe and void of distraction that will cause me not to represent you, Most High. In Yahshua's name I say, let it be done. My people, let us turn our Bibles to Deuteronomy chapter 30, and we are going to read verse 7. Deuteronomy chapter 30, and we are going to read verse 7. It says, "The Lord shall put all of these curses upon thine enemy, upon them that hates you, which persecute you." My people, this is the word of the Most High, and these are the words that was uttered by the Most High's faithful servant Moses. Let me give you the backdrop under which Moses is speaking these words to the people of the Most High. He is not speaking them to any group of people. He is speaking these words to a particular group of people, the Israelites. The Most High have used Moses miraculously in Egypt. He caused his plagues to fall at the command or the instructions of Moses upon the Egyptian. Even the plague of death which caused Pharaoh to allow the children of Israel to leave Egypt in grand style. My people, Moses was not allowed to go over into the promised land. But before the children of Israel crossed the Jordan to enter into the promised land, which Moses was not going to have the privilege of doing, the Most High was using his servant Moses to counsel the nation of Israel into maintaining faithfulness to him and always experienced his goodness, his love, his mercies, his grace. They were supposed to always be prosperous and be able to lend to other nations. They was not supposed to be borrowing. So Moses was telling the children of Israel, listen to me. If you honor the Most High, the plagues, as you saw that came down on the Egyptian, and the plagues I spoke about in Deuteronomy chapter 28, and all through the book of Deuteronomy, they are really for your enemies. They are for those people who hate you and who will persecute you. These plagues are not for you, my people. But today, we see the Israelites all over the world are suffering from the plagues that affected the Egyptian and from the plagues that were outlined in Deuteronomy chapter 28 from 15 to 68. And now we are experiencing even greater plagues than that which Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15 to 68 says the children of the Most High were going to experience as a measure of the cost that is going to be meted out on them. My people, when you are experiencing the causes, the effects of the causes, there is always a way to break the causes that you are experiencing. And that way is to turn away from the way in which you are living and start living a life that is pleasing to the Most High. A life that will honor the Most High. That is the only way you can break the causes. But my people, listen to what we are experiencing. Yesterday, in our study, we learned that although our people interchange the word nation and country as to mean the same, they don't mean the same. We discovered yesterday that the word nation is a large body of people with a common descendants or ancestry. This is the main characteristic of a nation. A large body of people with a common descendants or ancestry. They have a common history because of their ancestry, and they speak a common language. And they inhabit a particular nation. Also, we learned yesterday in using America as an example, we say America is not a nation, but is a country of many nations. For within America, you find Arabs, you find representation, a large group of African population, you find a large group of the Caucasian population, you find a large group of the Indian population, you find a large group of Native American population. So the United States of America, it is not a nation, but is a country of many nations. We also find out that the Asians in themselves are a nation. Japanese, Chinese, Tibetans, and so forth. They are from a common ancestry or descendants, and they share a common history and a common culture. The Arabs are a nation by themselves. They occupy the Middle East, and they are the descendants of Ishmael. They share a common origin, a common ancestry, a common descendants. The Africans are a nation by themselves. Although they inhabit the continent of Africa, and there are many countries, they are one nation of people, and they have one descendants. If you notice, the characteristic of an African is that they are people with black skin. That is the characteristic of an African. The Caucasians, they are a nation by themselves. They are called the Edomites of Bible, the Caucasians of today's world. They inhabit that part of the world called Europe, and they are also referred to as the European. And we know the Israelites, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They have no home. They are scattered all over the world. That is why the Most High Son Yahweh says, when he sent out his disciples, he said, go not to the Gentiles, and go not to the Samaritans, but go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That means our foreparents don't really understand who we are and where we are really from. We also discover that in Daniel chapter 12 verse 1, Daniel speaks about a great time of trouble as has never seen since a nation was on the earth. And we combine Daniel chapter 12 and Revelation chapter 13. And we use history and scriptures to determine that the nation in Daniel chapter 12 who is going to bring on this trouble upon the world is not a country, but a race of people, a nation of people, a people of common ancestry. And we discover that the devil is going to give this nation his power, his seat, and his great authority. We discovered from our study yesterday that this nation who will cause this mass trouble upon the earth is the Caucasian nation. Right? Now, one of the things that we must remember here, everything that we have learned came from the Caucasians, because they are the conqueror. They accumulate all the history of all nations of the earth, and they dispense that history back to every nation of the earth. And I want you to know that everything that we have learned so far in history, in science, everything is a lie. Yahweh, the son of the Most High, said when he was speaking to the Jew, a sect of the Caucasus community, he said, "You are of the father, the devil. He is a murderer from the beginning, and the truth is not in him." Right? So, like father, like son. Now, another thing that we have discussed over the period of time, that all of the problems that are being experienced on this earth is as a result of the Caucasians. Every problem that earth is experiencing is as a result of the Caucasians. My people, they are an alien to this earth. They are not from this earth. Right? I will go into that in another lesson. And one of the things that you have discovered through scriptures, through history, and through deduction is the Caucasians, they are not man. Remember, in scriptures, the Most High say he created man. Not a human, he created man. Right? The word human was a word that is coined by our forefathers to describe the Caucasians. They have the hue of man, the appearance of man, but they are not man. The Caucasians are not man. They are a hybrid. Half man and half devil. We have learned from scriptures and from history that the first Caucasian was Esau. Esau was the father of the Edomite. We also learn that Lucifer planted Esau in Rebekah's womb to try to abort the plans of the Most High. So here we see the Caucasians are the seed of Lucifer. They are half man and half devil. The Caucasians is the first hybrid in history. After the Caucasian came the mule. My people. So we find out that they are the children of Lucifer. They are half man and they are half devil. They are an alien to the earth. The earth, they were not made for the earth. Man was made for the earth, and the earth was made for man. Because listen, in the great plan of creation, the Most High had already created the first man who dwell in heaven. That is Yahweh, the Son of the Most High. And now he is going to replicate his creation of man and put them on the earth. But before he did that, what he did, he created the earth and he put everything that man can need upon the earth and then he created man for the earth. So the earth was created for man, and then man was created and placed upon the earth. The Caucasians are not man, they are human. They were not created for this earth. Example of this. We know that the sun is the element that all life revolves around. There is no life without the sun. The trees will not grow, they will not bear, they will not pollinate. Man and every living creature will die without the sun. But guess what? The sun is an enemy to the Caucasians. So if the Caucasians were not an alien to this world, then they would have loved the sun, and they would have benefited from the sun in the same way me and you and the other men that dwells upon the earth benefits from the sun. My people, if they are in the sun for too long, their skin is burnt. Even when they are out, you see they put on a long sleeve shirt because they cannot expose their skin to the light of the sun. The light of the sun causes them great injury. Their eyes don't adjust well with the sun, and they have to be wearing hats. They have to protect themselves from the life-giving source that all man is able to endure and thrive into. My people, look at how easy the Caucasians age and become old, because they are in an environment that was not meant for them. So while a black person will live until he is 90 or 100 and look like if he is just 35, when a Caucasian is 35 or 40, they look like if they are 90 or 120 years old. They age very quickly because they are an alien to this world. My people, they are an alien. And I must remember, everything that we have learned, everything about history, science, technology is a lie. My people, we have come to believe that diseases like Alzheimer's, kidney failures, kidney disease, hypertension, diabetes, dementia, sickle cells, etc., 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 are diseases that affects man. But these are not diseases that affects man. All of these diseases are diseases of the Caucasians because they are in an environment that they are alien to. So, the things that don't affect the regular man affects the Caucasians. These are all diseases of the Caucasians. Remember, the Caucasians try to convince the entire world that we are all human. And when we believe that we were all human, they come back and they says that the black man is only two-thirds human. A lot of black people get up and they're racist, all they say that we are two-thirds humans. The Caucasians was not lying in this time, because we are not humans, we are man. We do not have the hue of man, we are man. They have the hue, the likeness, the appearance, the skin of man, but they are not man. My people. So we believe that all of these diseases are the diseases of man, but yet they are not the diseases that the Most High outlined as plagues. They are not the diseases that the Most High outlined as plagues. And most of these diseases has no cure. My people, these are all the diseases of the Caucasians. Let us turn to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49 and 50. And we are going to learn something here. And after that, I'm going to point out some very important points to you. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar. The Most High is going to bring a nation against thee from afar. What are they saying? They're saying here that the Most High is going to bring a race of people, a nation, a group of people that has a common ancestry, a common history, a common language. So he's going to bring a nation of people against you from afar. From the ends of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue you shall not understand. But listen to what I want you to get here. A nation with a fierce countenance. What does fierce means? Having a display of ferocious aggression. A display of ferocious aggression. So now let us go and see what ferocious means. Savagely fierce, cruel, and violent. Savagely fierce, cruel, and violent aggression. Ready to attack. Right? So that the Most High is saying he is going to bring a nation who is savagely fierce and ready to attack against his people Israel. Which shall not regard the person of the age. Meaning he is so fierce and he's so savage that he will not have any sympathy on the old, nor show favor to the young. So the nation, the group of people that the Most High is going to bring upon the Israelites, they will not have any, they'll be savagely and fiercely, violently ready to attack. They will not have any sympathy on old people, and they will not show any favor for the young. This is what the Most High is bringing. And when the Most High told Moses to speak these words, the Most High was speaking about the Edomites, the Caucasians. Because in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, the Most High outlined the people. And he says, these are the people who will buy you as bondmen and bondwomen. They are your enemies. So we see how it is tying in here. The Most High was speaking about the Caucasians. Now, so we see that these people are viciously fierce, cruel, and violent, and they are ready to attack. My people, over the years, the Caucasians have been perpetrating a lie upon the entire world. They say that the white race, the Caucasian race, or the Caucasian nation is a superior nation to the black. But yet, the first Caucasian was born to a black woman and the devil. So how can you be superior to the nation of people which were responsible for carrying you and for giving you birth? The second lie they perpetrated is that they say the black man is two-thirds human. Right? And as I said earlier, that a lot of people was angry when this was said. But they were not lying, because the black man is not human. The black man is man. God created man in his image. So the black man is not human, the black man is man. Remember, the word human have the likeness or the appearance of man. The only people on earth that are human is the Caucasians. They are a hybrid. The seed that was implanted in a woman by a devil. They are half man and half devil. They are a hybrid, the first hybrid. They are the humans. And they say that the white race is superior to the black race in intelligence. Another lie. So now what is happening here? Here we see the group of people, the nation of people on the earth who are proclaiming themselves to be superior in race, superior in intelligence. They are superior, but they can't enjoy the heat of the sun. The sun burned them, gave them melanoma, cancer of the skin, and all of these things. They have to wear hats, they have to wear shades, and they have to put on a shirt to prevent their skin from coming in direct contact with the rays of the sun. Right? Here we see the superior nation ages much faster than that which they consider are inferior to them. Here we see the superior nation were coming down with all kind of disease, cancer, heart attack, organ failure, hypertension, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and all of these diseases. My people, while they were coming down with all of these diseases, the black community were living long, healthy life. The Israelite communities were living long, healthy life. When they are 35, they start wrinkling. When we are 100 years, we still look like we are 35 years old. But yet they are inferior, superior. My people, this was evident. This was evident to the black community around the world. It was evident to the Caucasian community, to the Edomite community. Here we are, declaring that we are superior. But when you are 50, you lose your mind. You can't remember things. You can't function in the present. You could only function in the past because now you are getting things like dementia. You are suffering from high blood pressure, low blood pressure, diabetes, organ failure because they are aliens to the world, to this earth. They do not belong here. Everything here poisons them. That is why they age so fast. And the unfortunate thing is, they don't have a home. Their fathers was cast out of heaven. They are an alien to this earth. And the aliens of this earth cohabit with a woman and create this hybrid. So now that they have been propagating all of these lies, and the disease that they were experiencing has proven to them that they were the inferior being on this earth, they had to do something to change this fact. My people, the scripture we read in Genesis chapter 28, verse 49 and 50 say that they are a nation who regarded not the old, have no sympathy for the old, or show favor for the young. They don't care about anything or anyone. If you notice, all over the world, the Caucasian community has monopolized food production. Now, they will spend millions of dollars to manufacture food. The net cost of manufacturing a product might be $5 per unit. But the Caucasians will sell those stuff for $1 per unit. Meaning, they are losing $4 per unit. They are not making a profit. They are not interested in making a profit because they can print money as they see fit. right? And when they see fit, they force countries with very good economy to devalue their dollar so that their dollar could always stay on top. Making money is not an objective of the Caucasus races. So what they will spend a net of $5 to produce a product, and they will sell that product for $1 to the world over. Why? If you go on the internet or to the news sites, you will see a lot of stories about cyanide and all of these poison are being added to food source. All of these poison that will kill the average man are added to food source in small quantity. Why is this so? Why when you go to the dollar shop, there are signs stick up on the shelves that says ingredients in this product are known to cause cancer. Why? It's because the Caucasians have to maintain and prove to themselves that the lie they were telling is not a lie. So what they do? They monopolize food manufacturing across the world. They put all kind of carcinogenics and other poison in the food. Things that are known to cause cancer. Things that are known to cause heart failure and organ failure, hypertension, diabetes, Alzheimer's, dementia. And you know what they do? They distribute this cheap food all over the world. My people, a few years ago, in Jamaica, they had a milk manufacturing farm where they had a lot of cows. They milk these cows, they pasteurize this milk, process this milk, and they sell them in the stores in Jamaica, and they send them out to the Caribbean. My people, it was cheaper for the Jamaican businesses to import milk from the United States than to use the milk that was produced in Jamaica. Why? Because the Caucasians was hell-bent in putting the Jamaica farmers out of business to get that milk producing factory closed down and have them depending on the imported milk. So now they are importing a large volume of milk. The same thing with all of the products that we use. If we notice, we are importing large volumes of food product from America, from England, from Europe, from China, from India. All of these factories in China and India are white-owned companies, white-managed companies. They're only using the Indian and Chinese labor. But they're putting in all of these poison in these things, hoping that you get cancer and heart attack and kidney failure and hypertension and diabetes and Alzheimer's. A nation who will not favor the old, who will not regard the old or favor they don't care who are affected. Right? I told you, in the United States, most companies produce two sets of product. One set of product for the white community, one set of product for the black community. Let me tell you something. There is a supermarket by the name of Superior Supermarket. You can find it in all of the black communities in this Los Angeles, California. I normally go to Superior Supermarket, and I go to Ralph's Supermarket. Ralph's Supermarket is a supermarket that you find in the more affluent community, white community. So I will go to the Ralph's Supermarket, I'll go to the Superior Supermarket. They didn't want me coming into Ralph's Supermarket. They didn't want me coming into World Supermarket. For one thing, I've never participated in homosexuality. I'm not a slave. They couldn't control me. I am not a troublemaker, but they need to know that they can control your mind, control your action, and control your behaviors. So they do all kind of things to get to not go to Ralph's Supermarket. So Ralph's Supermarket has a large collection of water. Water for 99 cents. You can get water for a little bottle of water like this. You can get a big gallon bottle for 99 cents, or you can get a bottle like this, a small bottle, which is like this size. You can get a bottle like that for up to $4 water. So they have a large collection of water. One time I went to Superior Supermarket and they just bring out a lot of water and they put it outside. And I go and I buy the water. I buy a bottle of water from Superior Supermarket, and when I drank it, after it's settled, I start bringing up mucus. I start coughing up mucus. And it's, so I said, where this come from? I went back again to another supermarket in the black community. I purchased another bottle of water at the supermarket, and the same thing happened. So after I get that thing out of my system, I went to Ralph, I purchased a gallon of water, no problem. So when I want water, I go to Ralph's to buy water, because the water that is being sold in the black community is infected, and it is designed to cause illness within the black community in the United States. If you remember, people, in this United States, black people represent 13% of the population. Yet, they are responsible for 38% of all kidney failure. They are responsible for 49% of all abortion. You understand what I'm saying? They are responsible for a large percentage of dementia, Alzheimer's, because the food that is being pushed or sold in the black community is laced with all of these poison at a higher quantity, and they are pushed into the black community because it is the Edomites' desire to prove that they are the superior nation. My people, I will tell you this: I cannot get a heart attack, I cannot get cancer, I cannot get organ failure, I cannot get hypertension and diabetes to the stage where it affects my life. I cannot become diabetic. I cannot get Alzheimer's. John Strongblood, what are you saying? You are not God? I am not God, but I'll explain to you. My people, as I tell you before, these are the diseases of the Caucasians. These are the diseases of the Caucasians. I cannot get the disease of the Caucasians. Let me tell you something. The only how these things actually affect man, not the human, man, is when you are raped. If you get involved in homosexuality, bestiality, and abortion. What does these things do? Because it is not normal for someone to impose themselves upon you and traumatize your body in a sexual act. A sexual act is an act where two people get involved in a mutual engagement and share an experience. So when a man forces himself upon you and violates your body in such a manner, what they do? They interrupt the natural function of your psyche and your body. And now your mind and your body is not in tandem. They don't function together. Your body is now running away on a tangent on itself. You'll experience all kind of strangeness happening to your body. The same thing with homosexuality. When you volunteer yourself for homosexuality, You're getting involved in a sexual act that is unnatural, that is alien to man's body. It wasn't designed for that. You put your entire body out of whack. Now your blood cells, your white blood cells are attacking where they should not be attacking. And they are dormant where they should be attacking. When you get involved in bestiality, you do the same thing to your body. An abortion, you throw your body out and a tandem. Let me tell you something, people. A miscarriage is an abortion, right? It's not an intentional abortion, it's an accidental abortion. The difference is with a miscarriage and an intentional abortion is that the body can account for the reason why the fruit it was carrying no longer lives, because the person had a fall or something happened to the person that traumatized the fruit and killed the fruit. But when you intentionally kill the fruit in your body, the body don't have a justification for this fruit leaving and dying. So throw it out of whack. And then when the Caucasians put all of the carcinogens and all of the poison in the food sources, and you eat that food source, what happened? Your lymphatic system is out of whack. It's attacking where it should not attack. It's dormant where it should attack. And it allows these cancers and these dysfunction in your body to flourish and to prosper. My people, this is the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Autism. Let us consider autism. Autism is found in children. What kind of children experience autism? Hybrid children. Hybrid children. When a black man decides he wants to procreate with a white woman, or a white man decides he wants to procreate with a black woman, these children 90% of the time born with autism. 90% or 100% of the time. And sometimes it is passed on and on because it is a genetic defect. This is one of the reasons why we should not cohabit with the Caucasus race, because they are a hybrid in itself. And when you're going to voluntarily cohabit with a hybrid, you are creating a different type of hybrid, my people. It's not me speaking. I am bringing the wisdom of the Most High, using the scriptures of the Most High. Remember, these are not causes. These are not causes. These diseases, you can only escape them with the direct intervention of the Most High's hand. These are not the diseases that you can pray for or change your ways and get away from. The Most High have to put a direct intervention in your life. When I tell people that I have several heart attacks and I never die, I never went to the hospital, they don't believe me. My people, I cannot die from a heart attack. A heart attack can't kill me. I've had several heart attacks. You see, what you believe is what you manifest in your life. I've had several heart attacks. And when I realize, oh, I'm having a heart attack, and I just relax, go back to sleep, wake up the next day, as good as new. Because most people, when they're having a heart attack, they believe that they're going to die, and they submit themselves, their lives. They submit their life, they literally commit suicide because they think they were going to die. They can't survive it. They put themselves under all kind of stress. And they cause the heart muscles to freeze up. Not because it's a heart attack, but because they have mind over matter. Your mind is so powerful. My people, do you know They have something called the placebo effects and the nocebo effects. The placebo effect is if you have your leg chopped off and you're feeling excruciating pain, I can take a vial of salt water and give you an injection and the pain stop. That is because your mind is so powerful that the salt water that you get the injection in, you think that is a powerful anesthetic. But it's your mind who switch off the pain receptors and you stop feeling the pain. If you only realize that what you were injected it with was salt water, your mind now turn back on the pain receptors and you start feeling excruciating pain. The same thing with a heart attack. Because you believe what is happening to you is a heart attack and it will result in death. Your mind now cause your heart to freeze. It's mind over matter. Your mind is a very powerful thing. There are people who can levitate. There are people who can move objects with their minds. My people, nothing that you know, nothing that you learn is the truth. Oh, great supreme and sovereign most high Father, let your Holy Spirit go with my words. Let your Holy Spirit learn clarity where I would have learned confusion. Let your people know that everything we learn is a lie. History, science, everything is a lie. Meant to deceive your people and keep your people depending on the enemies for help they don't need. Sovereign Most High, thank you for this opportunity. In Yahshua's name I say let's take it up. My people, my name is Chief Strongblood, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son, the diaspora machismo. I will talk to you tomorrow.